Good evening, class. My name is Luis Daniel Miranda. I am here with my classmate Ronnie Solano. We are going to present to you the topic for the exam in regards of the report. We chose the topic of virtual classes. To have a summary of this, the teaching and learning processes are the most valuable things that we can share and acquire. Fortunately, the technology and its advances have made it easier for us to get more knowledge and amplify it as well. Therefore, the online learning has become a model that revolutionized the education. With this modality, we will be able to increase creativity, performance, and to get more technical skills as well. Due to the worldwide situation, as we may know about this virus and everything that's going on, this method has been used more frequently. As a result, it allows both the students and the teachers to continue with the learning process while they are in a safe and private place as well. As an introduction, we created that due to the fact that you don't have to go to the classroom, you will not have to deal with things such as traffic or to request, for instance, permissions from your work so that you can attend to those classes. You will have handy all kinds of information that can complement your online courses that you can also accommodate with information and topics that you would already have from the course and the materials that the teacher will give you. The traditional idea of studying while sitting on the desk has been left behind with this method of teaching, because besides the actual fact that you're communicated between each other through the internet, you're also going to have more teacher-student interaction. How? Well, these are a lot of courses that with this method can have open forums and debates as well, where the students would be able to share ideas, opinions, projects, and researches that they have created and that they can present to their classmates and professors. And it also can encourage the practice of values such as respect, tolerance, and etc. All these things are going to make you get yourself familiar with the online tools that are available for you so that you can explore your talent and therefore you can grow both professionally and personally as well. That being said, the online learning will make you develop skills because you are going to take over your own autonomy and your own learning process and methods as well. So indirectly, you are going to work on your personal information as a side effect, so to speak, from using the online tools to teach a lesson to your students or to be in an information receptor from someone else. The reason why we chose this topic is that the online learning is the best tool in terms of accommodating its facilities to the new worldwide trends, from which education does not escape, and the students are already with a chip that makes them technological. So it is good to have a tool that is able to update with those changes, so the students can have easier ways of learning according to their needs. It is also important for us as future teachers to understand, recollect, and be able to apply the online learning to our students, because this is going to be the future main method of teaching as well. We live in a world that is constantly changing, and unfortunately, the traditional education is falling behind from those changes. That is the reason why our students have to learn also to develop their own learning process, and so they can understand as well to get used to those changes, and they will have their future jobs and majors as well. The questions that we created for this report, it would be, what is the online education? Which are the benefits of studying online? And also, what are the most common tools used for the online education? Then we have also the methods and materials, which is, well, as you may know, online access, games and activities, of course, the computer, online courses and presentations, and meeting platforms such as Google Meet, Zoom, and Teams.
Well, what is online education? Development of programs aimed at teaching and learning through the internet. This way of learning uses communication and information technologies to allow students and teachers to interact with each other, so it is not necessary to share the same space or use physical materials to acquire new knowledge. Online education can also have support materials such as forums, intranets, documents, repositories, and recorded classes on platforms accessible through a username and password. So there are some benefits of studying online. The first one is the greater offer of knowledge. So we can have knowledge in whatever website that you are, and whatever way that you can learn. The second one is the ability to study from anywhere. So because the coronavirus, it is not a benefit because right now we have to stay at home, but you can learn or study like in the dining room while you are eating, stuff like that. So the third one, the time saving. You can save time in whichever way because you can save the time to study and you can pay attention to other things. For example, for me, I can pay attention to my daughter because I am father, so I can take her my daughter more time and then study a lot. The fourth one, the flexibility to study. As I told you, we can save time to study in the hours that anybody will like uh, molestar. I don't know how to say it. The fifth one, it generates a balance between study and work. Because if you have work and you are studying at the university, you can balance your time and can have more benefits doing it. So there are some tools for online education. Online education is not only restricted to a platform where to share information and record classes. It also requires live class tools that allow interaction between teacher and student. There are some tools that we have. We have Google Classroom, that is a good platform, and also we have Zoom, that is also a good platform. So as a discussion, it is noted that the online lessons are a good resource to take into account when something comes up, like the whole coronavirus situation, to give an example. More resources of online platforms have appeared to support the online classes, such as Zoom, Teams, or Google Classroom, have helped both teachers and students to communicate properly in between each other. The use of these online tools have helped the students to develop their own learning skills and time management to accomplish each assignment that has been applied by the teacher, to ensure in this way that the teaching learning process through the use of evaluations is taking place. And also, as a conclusion, we have that the online lessons save money and time to the students in terms of traveling and security. This method of classes help them to be more comfortable, most likely from their houses, at the moment of receiving the classes. And also the students have a proper access to the online resources that a professor and websites can offer them. So this helps in a better way the students to have a handy information they may need in a faster and efficient sense. It is also considered that this method of teaching can be difficult in regards of the capacitation the teachers have by using the technological tools or their real diligence to deliver a proper lesson. So this is an eventual disadvantage that could lead to problems between students and teachers. Overall, and to the whole situation that the country is going through, it is a good alternative to continue with the flow of the education process. This helps the student to not lose their rhythm and take ownership of their learning development as well.